Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack live here in New York City. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. Just got back. Hold on, let me clean real quick. All right, that's a lot better. Just got back. Got me Yankee stuff leading 2-1. I just got back, man. But I saw the entire game. I saw the entire game of Golden State, just like I said they were going to do. They were going to split. They split in Boston. We now have a series. Series is 2-2. Like, wasn't a blowout. Game went all the way to the end. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we like, you guys. That's how you do it. That's how it's done, man. You put yourself in a position to go back home tied 2-2. Because if Boston would have got it done, if Boston would have been able to go up 2-1, I mean 3-1, we would have saw a different Golden State team next game. They would have been playing way more up tempo and upbeat than they did today. But I'll tell you this right now, man. This is what I said. I picked every game right. This is why it's best to be watching me and not pay attention to all these other guys, man. They're not predicting the games like I'm predicting the games. Okay. Number one, I said Boston needs to split in Golden State. They will split in Golden State. What happened? First game, Boston wins. Second game, Golden State wins. What did I say the last game? Boston was going to win at home. And what did I say tonight? Golden State was going to win tonight. I'm right, man. I've been right. Who do you know that's been right every game? I was right the first game, second game, third game, fourth game. Okay? I'm pretty damn good over here. And I was at Yankee Stadium for the first time. Amazing experience for me, man. I've been a lifetime Yankee fan. I waited my entire life to go in that stadium, and we won. 13 innings, though, man. It was a long game. I had my wife, my 2-year-old in there, man. They was struggling. They was struggling to stay awake, man. They was really struggling. But we out. I'm home now. Be here a couple of more days, and I'll read you guys' questions. But I definitely wanted to come in like I promised, man. And like I said, man, I got all these stuff on, man. I'm chilling, dog. That was off the hook, man. I loved it in there. I loved it in there. But like I said before, man, tonight the Celtics, man. If you're a Beantown fan, you need to be really upset with the opportunities that have been gifted you and you have just straight squandered them. Game two, the same situation happened in game two that happened tonight. Turning the ball over, man. The turnovers that Boston have are ridiculous turnovers, man. They're not even turnovers that are forced. It's one thing when you have a forced turnover and a team is just playing that great a defense. It's another thing when you're just coughing the ball up, man. I always like to use football as a perfect scenario because people seem to understand football better than basketball. I don't understand how that is. Probably because football is the number one sport. That's just like a team, man, getting in the red zone and fumbling the ball. Now, we understand that football is a lot more points to score, but you look at every opportunity to score as a touchdown and you fumbling the football in the within the red zone. You just keep fumbling the damn rock. You're gonna be like, man, what the hell's wrong with this team, man? Every time they get down there, they just fumble the football. Same thing. What do you think a turnover is, dog? A turnover is the same like it is in any other sport. You turn the ball over to the other team. And guess what? They had Golden State, they got called more fouls against them than the Celtics. Okay, that's number one. The Celtics had 20 they had 21 penalties against Golden State. The refs were calling everything against Golden State. That's first and foremost. 21-17. That's the first thing. The second thing is we know Steph Curry's the most nastiest long range shooter we've ever seen. But to the common fan, it's going to look like Golden State made so many more threes than the Boston Celtics. This is how you know people don't know what they're talking about. So when you go to work tomorrow, or you talk to the homie, or they call you up and they start telling you how Golden State was raining all these threes all over the Celtics, you let them know that the Celtics and Golden State made the same amount of 3-pointers, 15 apiece. Look at a box score, man. See if I'm lying. Golden State made 15 threes. The Celtics made 15 threes. Golden State didn't win the game by 3-pointers. So when somebody tells you that, they lying through their yellow ass teeth, because that's not what happened. All right. You look at the free throws percentage. Golden State gave up more free throws to the Celtics, but Golden State shot 80% at the line, and the Celtics shot 77% at the line. So I looked at it. Okay, so if the Celtics would have made all their free throws, they still would have lost by 5 points. Okay, even if the Celtics would have went 19 for 19, they were 15 for 19. If they would have went 19 for 19, okay, they still would have lost to the Dubs by 5. So why in the hell did Golden State win? And I'm gonna tell you why. It's called rebounds. That's where Golden State kicked the Celtics' ass. They had 13 more rebounds, and they won on the offensive boards and they won on the defensive boards. That's exactly why Dub Nation won. Because Curry had more threes than everybody else, Curry shot way more than he normally does. He shot like 25 times. It was the rebounds, dog. That's what did it. Those rebounds, man. Golden State was rebounding the shit out of the basketball, man. And that's what's going on. That's what happened. But once again, I picked Golden State to win tonight, man. No, none of these teams can win 2 games in a row. But as it's going, 1 game, 2 game, 1 game, 2 game, Golden State just has to get it to 7 at this pace. Okay? If it keeps going like this, Golden State's going to have the last game, game 7 in San Francisco. And Boston is not winning that. Boston had all the opportunities to win tonight. They had all the opportunities to win in game 2. Gave it up, and that's what it is, man. But I like being right. Let me read some of you guys' questions, man. It's hella late here, man. Hella late in New York, man. Let me see what's popping with you guys right quick. And holla at y'all. See what's going on. Let's see here. Read some of you guys' questions. Unknown Raider guy, what's going on? Hey, Matt, Golden State is like Travis Kelce right now. I think we got our swagger back. Ooh. Here's the thing. I don't think Golden State never did have their swagger back. I just think that when they're not hitting shots, it makes it easier for the Celtics to win the games, because the third quarter, Golden State has won every third quarter the last 4 games. That third quarter, they've won them all, which means that the fourth quarter, the Celtics have to start making shots or continue to make the shots that they have made. Then Golden State either goes hot, like Curry did tonight, or they go cold. That's what it is, man. Golden State's just playing the same way. It's just until the fourth quarter, is Golden State going to be able to mash that gas, or are they gonna start folding? Tonight, Steph didn't allow that to happen. That's what's going on. But the Celtics, man, they had all opportunities in the world, man. They just keep blowing opportunities, man. Unknown Raider guy said, who you got winning the series? I said Golden State was going to win in 6. I said that at the beginning of the series. I said Golden State's going to win this in 6 because I expect them to figure it out. But I did not say that the Celtics do not have a chance to win. It just looks like they're giving up their opportunities to win, because every time they have an opportunity to get an advantage, they play the way they played tonight. And you can't do that with Golden State, man. Golden State got three championships out of 5 with the same team, pretty much the same team intact. And then the Celtics are just a bunch of young dudes who've never won before. You can't let a former heavyweight champion get into the later rounds, man. We know that as far as boxing, you got to get in there. You got to knock a former heavyweight champion out. You can't go the distance with them. They're gonna beat your ass. You're gonna lose. And that's what's going on, dog. That's what's going on. Let me see what else you guys talking about on here. Our reporting says still got away with the dub. Yeah, but I predicted you guys were gonna win. I said, right, Golden State's gonna split in Boston. Exactly what I said. Right again. Okay, just like I said, Boston was going to split in San Francisco, right again. So, as far as I'm concerned, man, I'm batting 1,000. I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. Pick it. Daniel Horton in the house. What's going on, dog? Daniel says, "What a game. Dub Nation's going to have to work for this one. At the rate you guys are going, all you have to do is continue to play the way you've been playing. That's all you got to do, bro. Keep playing the way you've been playing. You keep splitting these games. Boston, Golden State. Boston, Golden State. Boston, Boston's blowing it, man. They blowing it, dog. They blowing it big time. Okay. Uh, Bill Holloway says, "Who's hungrier wins." Golden State plays real hungry when they when they are hi son. They play real hungry when they are down in the series, man. But we'll see what happens. Okay. Hi son. My son. He wanted to say hi. Okay. Well, why are you son? Excuse me, you guys. You know, I got a 2-year-old who wants to go night night. He wants daddy to read him a story and all of that. Okay, son, I'll get off in a little bit, man. Okay, my son don't care if I'm on here. Okay, you can care less. Don't have him in here tearing up nothing. Yeah, so you guys, that's pretty much it, man. Like I said, it's already Saturday. I just came from a 13 inning game and the Bronx and the Boogie Down Bronx over there at Yankee Stadium. I'm tired, guys, but I wanted to come in and keep my word. And Bill Holloway says, "How was Yankee Stadium, man?" It was great, dog. It felt like how I felt the first time I ever walked into the Death Star. Actually felt better. Actually, it felt better because I've been wanting to go to that stadium since I was little, dog. I've been a Yankee fan my whole entire life, man. I said one day I'll go to Yankee Stadium. And I did, and we won. Everybody was nice to me and my family, man. It was beautiful, dog. It was beautiful, man. I'm definitely going back. But it felt like how it felt to go to the Death Star, man. When we went to the Death Star, when I went to the Death Star the first time that we were able to go, that first game against the Ravens last season, it felt like that, man. Felt like that. Sarah K. Scott said, "Happy birthday to the Prince." Yeah, there's the Prince right there. Look, there's the Prince right there, man. Unknown Raider guy says, "Do you think Boston would try to add someone like KD after losing the series?" No. Boston doesn't need anybody like a KD, and KD is best friends with Kyrie Irving. If people haven't understood that, he left. Kevin Durant right now is looking like the biggest idiot in basketball. You left Wardell, Draymond, Clay, Steve Kerr, and that entire franchise to go play with Kyrie in Brooklyn. Come on, man. If Golden State wins this, those 2 rings that Kevin Durant got, you can't talk about LeBron James running around talking about when he went to the Heat, because that's what everybody always tried to tell me. Oh man, LeBron, he had to go to the Heat to learn how to win. But once he learned how to win, guess what he did? He won 2 more times. What did Kevin Durant go to Golden State for? He didn't. I don't hear nobody say Kevin Durant went to Golden State to learn how to win. I don't hear that. Okay, even though LeBron went to Miami and won 2 rings, and Kevin Durant went over to the Golden State and won 2 rings, I don't see that same energy being kept. So since that's not the case, and LeBron went back to Cleveland, gave them a ring, and then he went to LA and gave them a ring. If Golden State wins a championship without Kevin Durant, that is even a worse indictment than ever. That shows that Kevin Durant didn't even learn how to win. He came over there and didn't learn how to win anything. But as far as Boston's concerned, Boston don't need nobody, man. Them dudes are young as hell. Them dudes, Jason Tatum's like 24. Marcus Smart's like 25. Them dudes are young. Jason Tatum's like 20. Not Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown's like 25, 26. Al Horford's like the oldest cat, and he's only like, what, 30, 36 or something? If I was them, I wouldn't even be thinking about trying to get no Kevin Durant. I wouldn't be thinking about getting nobody. I would just be like, my team is tight. If we can get one more guy who's young, you get a dude like, let's say, Spider Mitchell out there, Utah. You get somebody like him. You get a Zach LaVine. Man, if I'm If I'm the Celtics, I'm staying young, man. I'm getting people like that. I don't want Kevin Durant's ass on my team, man, messing up the continuity, man. I'm good. Okay. Jay Raider in the house, man. Salute my brother. I'm still betting on the Celtics taking the crown. Like I said, man, the Celtics have had the opportunity. They, they've had the opportunity, man. Game 2 and 4. I don't understand, Jay Raider. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. They had everything ready to go. Babe, what he has in his hand is not a good idea. Okay.
Oh, we got the whole set.
Daniel Horton says, happy birthday to my nephew. Yeah, man. This dude had everybody just giving us everything, man. We got bobbleheads and everything, man. Andy Pettit, Bobble Day. I didn't know they were gonna be giving out bobbleheads, man. Them bobbleheads I can put them things on eBay and get me about $100 for them. They gave us bobbleheads. They gave my son an extra one. I'm like, hey, man, it's good to have a cute ass son, man. You get a lot of free things popping off when you have a cute ass son. Okay. Unknown Raider said he shouldn't have left Golden State. I know he punching the wall right now. Kevin Durant is probably so high he don't even know who's going on. I would be surprised if he's been watching the series. He is a seriously very talented superstar beta male. He's not an alpha dog. That's been proven. He's definitely not watching this series, man. Plus, him and Draymond been kind of going at it a little bit on social media a little bit, and I'm just like, if I was Draymond is still mad behind that. He's still angry. He's still pissed off that Kevin Durant left him high and dry. Because if you know what happened with that is that Draymond Green took a pay cut for Kevin Durant to have his money, and then Kevin Durant didn't even sign with Golden State. So that's why Dre is still kind of mad. Dre got $100 million, but he was supposed to get more. He said, okay, I'm going to defer some of my money or give you guys a hometown discount so we can re-sign Kevin Durant. And Kevin Durant left him high and dry holding the bag, man. So, hey, I'd be mad too if I missed out another $15 million because this cat decided to go play with Kyrie, man, which I thought was a bad idea. But then again, those guys are meant for each other, okay? Meant for each other, all right? Tony Dale says, how's New York? Man, New York is dope, man. New York is dope. I was born about an hour outside of New York. Okay, I was born in New Jersey, about an hour from here. I didn't grow up here though. My dad was in the military. My parents was military people. I was born here, and then I moved to the West Coast. So I get along with all these people here. I got this pedigree. I got this vibe. You just put it up there, babe. These are my people, West Coast, East Coast people, man. I get along with everybody here. Everybody, all my people, man, that I'm friends with, most of them, outside of the people that I grew up in the Bay with, they're all from the Midwest or East Coast. I get along with these people out here, dog. I like it out here. You know what I'm saying? But it's not cold yet. It ain't snowing and shit. When it starts snowing, I need to have my ass back in Los Angeles, where it's 75 degrees on Christmas. Dog, okay. Dog said every time every time the team starts to suck, Braun leaves. Sorry, brother, but Durant left. UT took 2 years, 2 later to get there. Not that like it was next season, just like Brady and the Bucks. I hear what you're saying, though, dog. But football and basketball, you can't really make that correlation, man. But with LeBron James, dog, it doesn't matter if he leaves, if the team starts to suck when he leaves. Every team that the brothers played for has got a championship. This cat has played on 3. Hi, son. Son want to get some camera time. He wants me to go to sleep. Give me. All right, son. All right, go ahead, lay down. My son wants me to lay up on him. As I was saying, Jay Raider, every team that LeBron James played for got a chip. I can understand. It's like this, dog. That's like saying, hey, man, this guy is the homie is a VP of operations, but every time he gets a VP operations, the company starts tanking and he goes to another job and becomes the VP of operations there. They do well, and then when they start being sorry, he goes to the next company, be the VP of operations, and then they do great, and then the next time, everywhere he goes, he wins, and when it gets whack, he leaves. What's the problem? I don't see the problem with it, dog. That's like dating a really fine girl, and you're like, every time I see this dude, he's with a different girl. But yeah, he's the one that's got to date her. Yeah, he's with her in the beginning. When it starts getting whack, he leaves and gets with the next girl. And then when it's just like anything else, dog. But Kevin Durant was with the finest girl he's ever going to get, ever. And he leaves, and now he's walking around with a fat girl. He's walking around with a fat girl. That's the difference. Okay, so that's how I look at that, dog. I hear what you said, though, Jay Red, but hey, if a cat leaves and he keeps him where he's at, and it starts getting whack, and he leaves and he goes to the next one, as long as the next one's looking good, it's all good. Okay, all right. Unknown Raider guy says, man, I was in Vegas today. Hey, man, don't tell me I'm on Monday, Sunday, and Monday, guy Raider. Raider, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be in Vegas, dog. I heard it was gonna be 109 in Vegas. It'll be in Vegas, dog. I heard it was gonna be 109 in Vegas on Monday and Tuesday, man. But I'm going there straight from here. Okay.
Great.
Jay Redder says he's always had to bring 2 or more stars with him.
No.
Okay. So did KD. KD left Russell Westbrook. It was up 3-1. See, I don't give Kevin Durant passes, man. If somebody's gonna talk about LeBron, then I'm gonna throw Kevin Durant in there. Every time somebody talks to me about LeBron, I bring up Kevin Durant. Every time, dog. Because you can't talk about one guy and not talk about the other guy. You can't do it. But people do it. But not with me. Kevin Durant is no better. No better. But the difference is LeBron is winning, though. He's at least giving them something, some hardware. Okay? Don't matter if he brings 2 people with him. Kevin Durant does the same thing. He left his team when he was up 3-1, lost, went to a 73-9 team with 2 of the greatest shooters that ever shot a basketball, a 5-time coach champion, and went over there, won 2 rings, and then he left with Kyrie. He didn't go to no team by himself. He did the same thing. The difference is LeBron wins when he does it. He ain't gonna win every year, but I'm just saying you can't separate these guys. If you're gonna talk about Durant, you gotta bring up LeBron. If you're gonna talk about LeBron, you gotta bring up Durant. Both of these dudes are doing the same thing, but one guy's doing it better. That's what it is. Some people say it's cheating, but hey, man, some people could cheat better than others, dog. I knew dudes in high school, man, they never got caught cheating, man. And then I knew the homie who always got caught cheating. They both cheaters, but somebody's getting away with it and somebody ain't. That's the way I look at it, man. You can't put one guy, hang him out to dry, and then say the other guy's not as bad. They both bad, dog. They both bad. What's going on, Bev? Good evening, bro. Yeah, your boy was he was holding out for 13 innings, man. It was getting long in there. We left, it was like 11 o'clock, man. We had been there 4 or 5 hours. 13 innings, man. It was 1-1 the whole time. I'm like, shit. Then when we were walking out, man, Yankees finally won, dog. Stay and the weather's warm, man. Real ghosts don't. Okay. Everybody that I've seen, Shaq built on teams, built on the Lakers. Is he not a GOAT? See, man, I know a lot, dog. You the homie, Jay Raider, man, but I anything. Shaq built on the Lakers. Is he not a GOAT? He teamed up with another guy, Dwayne Wade. He did it. Kevin Garnett left, went over to the Celtics. They had what? 2 guys over there. Ray Allen went over there. They had a big 3. And then Ray Allen left and went to Miami to play with LeBron. Just saying, man. Just saying, it ain't one dude. It's a bunch of dudes. Okay? It ain't one guy. It's a bunch of guys I can name. Okay? That's left and bailed out and went to somewhere else. Okay? They've done it. Very few people have been like Curry, have been like Kobe. Okay? Scottie Pippen did it. Charles Barkley did it. Remember when Charles Barkley left Philly and left the team and went over there and asked for a trade and got traded to the Suns? And then when he lost to Jordan in the finals, he decided to get traded to Houston so he could be with Clyde Drexler and Hakeem Olajuwon. Remember that? I do. This has been done before. LeBron is not the first cat to do this stuff, man. He's not. I'm naming a whole bunch of dudes. Clyde Drexler left the Trailblazers to go to Houston to go play with Kenny Smith, Vernon Maxwell, Hakeem Olajuwon, Robert Horry. This is what I'm talking about, man. I don't have a problem with people bashing LeBron James, but you got to bash everybody, bro. You can't just say one guy. It's everybody. I just named 5 different dudes. All of them are Hall of Famers. Every one of them who I named is either in the Hall of Fame or headed to the Hall of Fame. They've all bounced around and did the same exact thing, bro. Kawhi Leonard did it. Kawhi Leonard did it twice. But the difference is he didn't win when he went to the Clippers. Didn't he team up with Paul George? Didn't he team up with Tyronn Lue? All these dudes doing the same thing. All of them. Not just LeBron, all of these dudes. You put LeBron's name, then you have to start adding everybody else. All of them, bro. No passes given over here. Nobody gets a pass with me. Nobody. Everybody gets straight demerits on my shit. I'm straight gonna check. I'm straight checking cats, man. Everybody has done it except for a couple of guys. Jordan, Kobe. Kobe tried to do it. The only reason why Kobe didn't left because Shaq did it first. Shaq did it first. Okay? When Shaq left, Kobe said, okay, cool. He's out the building. I'll stay. But Kobe has been on record. He said him and Vanessa were looking at houses in Chicago. He was ready to go play in Chicago, dog. Come on, you guys, man. You got to be fair. You got to be fair in these streets, you guys. You got to be fair, man. Okay. Unknown Raider guy says, I'm surprised KD didn't get Donkey of the Day. He didn't get Donkey of the Day yet. Let Golden State win this chip, man. Golden State wins this chip without him, dog. We're going to see if everybody keeps that same energy. We're going to see. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. If the Cleveland Cavaliers would have won a ring without LeBron James when he left and went to the Lakers and they would have won, do you know how many of people, including a lot of y'all on here, would have been dragging him down the street butt naked on fire? But since it's Kevin Durant, it doesn't happen. Okay? I'm just telling you, I know what would have happened if LeBron didn't win and Kyrie and them cats would have won a ring without him. He would have never heard the end of it. Kevin Durant is on the hot seat right now, bro. Golden State wins this championship. Like I said, they're going to win it in 6, but it don't look like it's going to be 6 now. But I still said they were going to win. Kevin Durant's going to be looking like the biggest fool you've ever seen. He's going to be looking ridiculous out here in these streets, bro. Especially here in NYC, man. You left that for Kyrie Irving, who can't even get a shot for the team, can't even take the jab for your team. You don't even know if he's going to even play. But you sticking with him? Horrible, dog. Bad decision. Okay. Loyal to the soil and still lost. Barkley has no rings. Yeah, but he's still one of the greatest players of all time, man. A lot of you guys buy into that Draymond Green bullshit. You guys really think Draymond is better than Barkley because Draymond has won 3 rings? Do you know how many points that cat scored again tonight? 2. He scored 2 points tonight. The greatest defensive player of all time, better than Rodman, better than Rasheed Wallace, better than Ben Wallace, better than Dikembe Mutombo. The guy who's never won a defensive player of the year in his life. Everybody who I know from Dub Nation, who's damn near all my friends and family, swear on their life that since Charles Barkley didn't win a ring, Draymond is up on him. No, he's not. You put Charles Barkley on the Warriors, Charles Barkley wins every ring. Every ring. You put Draymond Green on the teams that Barkley was on. You guys buy into that bullshit? You guys really buy into what Draymond is selling, man? You guys are really not understanding, man. Charles Barkley was a MVP of the entire NBA when Jordan was in his prime. The hell are you guys talking about? When Jordan was in his prime, Barkley was the MVP of the entire NBA. Period. He's a top 50 player. Okay? Draymond's not even the top 75. Okay? I know Barkley gets on you guys' nerves and he drags you guys, man, but you don't get to drag his game. You might be able to drag his personality. You might be able to drag what you don't like about him, but you can't drag his game, dog. You can't drag Barkley's game. Barkley is one of the greatest small forwards to ever play the game, dog. Period. Okay? Draymond is not even the best player on his team. Barkley carried the damn Suns to play the Bulls, and they even beat the Bulls 2 games. It took Jordan 6 games to beat the Barkley that you guys swear on your life is a joke. Come on, you guys, man. Like I said, man, you got to play it fair with me, man. Ain't no favoritism going on. None. Everybody can get it over here. Everybody can get it. Even my favorite dude can get it. Whoever that is. Whoever it is I like, they can get it, dog. If the numbers and what happens on that court or on that diamond or on that football field don't add up, it don't add up, dog. I don't get to say nothing. Even though I'm wearing this Yankee cap right now, I can't. No passes, bro. But this whole thing about Barkley not winning the ring, like that's a real joke. Okay, he didn't win a ring. Look at the era he played in. There was only 2 guys that won rings when Barkley was playing, dog. Matter of fact, let me see. There was only 4 teams that won when Barkley was playing. Okay? Those teams are the Lakers, the Pistons, the Bulls, and the Houston Rockets. That's it. Who else won? Those are the only 4 teams that won during Barkley's era. Okay? Patrick Ewing has the same amount of rings Barkley has. None. I'm just saying, dog. Sometimes the greatest players don't win nothing. Raider guy says, yeah. Daniel says KD was cool until Green called him out and got his feelings hurt. Soft. Hey, Daniel, man, when Draymond Green called Kevin Durant a bitch, and I saw the look on his face, I knew it was over, bro. I knew it was over, man. I knew it was over. First and foremost, man, Kevin Durant was the best player on the entire team. He won back-to-back MVPs against LeBron and them. How in the hell did he even allow Draymond Green to call him that in the first place, D? Me and you from the same block. We're from the same soil. We're from the same hood. We went to high school together, dog. Come on, man. You know damn well you call somebody who's a real one that. If you're not fighting on the bench, you're fighting in the locker room. Period. You call me a what? In front of all these people? What? Man, I'm about to break every bone in your face. I'm not playing. Kevin Durant just sat there and took it. He sat there looking like a sick puppy, man. I'm like, come on, dog. You can't let Draymond call you that. But he did. And guess what he did, Danielle? When it came time to re-up with the Warriors, he came here to New York and stayed here. Come on, son, you're hogging up all the camera time, black man. Okay. Hold on, you guys. My son is hogging up the camera time. Excuse me. Sorry, you guys. Okay. He came to New York and didn't even let anybody know that he was signing with the Nets. Steph Curry was flying back from China, and Steph was stopped in New York to try to talk to Kevin to say, hey man, you coming back or whatever. He stopped in New York, and KD didn't even return his calls. KD didn't even return the babyface's assassin's calls. He ghosted everybody, man. He ghosted everybody, bro, because Draymond called him a bitch. Come on, man. You just slap a mug in the mouth. That's what you do. You slap a mug in the mouth, man. Y'all put it down, and that's what it is. And you shake hands, and that's what you do. You don't let nobody call you that, dog. And Draymond has yet to apologize for it. Dre is apologizing for that. Dre's just said, hey, man, you know, it was unfortunate, man. Maybe I shouldn't have did that. That ain't no apology. Okay. Loyal to the source says, yeah, Curry, Jordan, Magic, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, Karl Malone, all these guys didn't leave for other teams to a championship. Do you remember when Karl Malone went to the Lakers? I do. Your list wasn't complete. You had everybody right except Karl Malone, bro. Karl Malone lost 2 championships to the GOAT, and he went and played with Shaq, a prime Kobe, and Gary Payton, and got their asses whooped by the Detroit Pistons with this lineup. This is why I love being on here, man. Prime Shaq, who already had won 3 championships in a row. Prime Kobe, who already won 3-peat. Karl Malone, second leading scorer in the NBA before LeBron just beat that. Gary Payton, the glove, who was the last guard to ever win a Defensive Player of the Year until Marcus Smart just won this year. Lost, got their asses kicked by a Detroit Pistons team that had Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace, Tayshaun Prince. The Lakers only won 1 game. The Lakers got their ass whooped with Phil Jackson over Larry Brown. So that just proves my point. Karl Malone said he was going to go over to get him a chip. It didn't work. Like I said, man, I know everything, bro. I know what I'm talking about, dog. Okay. Lord says, where's KD right now, bro? At home watching TV. He can't even carry your team. We agree on that. But I'm just saying, dog, I'm the type of dude that you don't get to talk about. It's like this, man. It's like it's like having a homeless guy talking about another homeless guy. They both homeless, man. You don't get. It's not like you living on Park Avenue and shit. If you can't say, hey man, that dude stink, and you ain't took a bath in 2 weeks. I'm the type of dude that can be like, yo, homie, man, you shouldn't really be talking, dog. That's how I am. Danielle will tell you. That's how I'm the guy who's not laughing. Everybody else is laughing. I'm not laughing, dog. I'm looking at who's talking. Okay. When I see somebody who shit ain't together, and they're talking about somebody else who shit ain't together, I don't never laugh at the dude they're talking about. I say, what's up with you? Why are you talking about him when your stuff is not on point? That's me. Oh man, it was just a joke. But it's not funny because you're not in any position to joke about anybody. So it's the same thing. When people try to smash on LeBron, I'm down with it. I'm with it. But let's not act like he's the only guy. There's a whole bunch of them, dog, that I just named. KD is the next contestant. You got to put both of them dudes together. But guess what? One of those guys is better than the other guy. That's LeBron. LeBron has won at least. When he goes to a new team, he's like, look, we're going to be sorry for the majority of the time I'm here. But 1 year, we're going to win a ring on ring. 1 year. That's what LeBron does. He's like, we're going to win 1 ring every time I'm somewhere. I'm gonna go to Miami. I'm gonna win 2 out of 4 in Miami. I'm gonna be in Cleveland. I'm gonna win 1 out of what he won, like 4 out of those. And then he came to the Lakers. I'm with you 4 years. I'm gonna win 1, and that's it. Then you got some guy that says, hey, I can't win on OKC. It's Westbrook's fault. Then I'm going to go to a team that doesn't need me and I'm going to win 2. And then I'm going to go over here and play with my best friend who doesn't want to get the jab and doesn't want to play half the season. And then we're going to go over there and watch my old team win a championship. But then no one's going to mention my name when it comes down to who ain't doing shit. Hello, I'm that guy. I'm going to be the guy that's I'm going to be the guy that's going to say something. Okay. That's how I look at it. All right. Saeed said, tell me about the defense in the 4th quarter late, Shaq. Here's the problem with the Curry situation. We all know Wardell is the baddest. He's the baddest cat that's ever shot a basketball. But there's reasons why he's getting these open looks. And what it is basically just a pick and roll screen. These Celtics don't know how to go over the top of a screen, man. Every time that they pick the guy, he goes underneath the screen. I played basketball. A lot of us played basketball, dog. When you're getting screened, You're supposed to go over the top of the screen when you're getting screened. You don't go behind the screen unless you're going to switch. Okay? So what's happening is Curry's getting the ball. They pass the ball to Curry. The person's coming over. They're screening the defender. And the defender is going behind the screen, meaning that the person who's on that side is supposed to come up and take Curry. But what they're doing is they're backing off of Curry because they're afraid that he's going to drive to the basket. I would want him to drive to the basket so I can get some help defense. They're saying, no, you're not driving to the basket. And Curry said, oh, you're going to give me all this airspace? You're going to give me all this airspace? You're not even contesting the shot? I'll just sit back and take 2 steps back, get a clean look at the basket, and shoot a practice shot. That's why he got 43 tonight, dog. They ain't learning, man. If you're going to switch, step up. Step up into the lane, make Curry pass the ball. They don't do that. They say he's not driving to the basket. We can live with him shooting this 40-footer. Mistake. It's work. Their defense is working on everybody else but Wardell. That's what's going on. Clay's not getting clean looks. He's not really hitting the shot. What's his name? What's the other young kid's name, man? Why is his name? Wiggins. It's working on Wiggins. Wiggins is hitting open threes, but he's not being able to come off screens and hitting them. But Curry, man, Curry's like, look, that's what I want you to do. Keep going under the screen and keep telling this guy to play off of me. I'm just going to sit back here and pick and pop on you. That's what went down, dog. Celtics just don't understand that. Okay? Loyal sources, I never said I'm speaking about Curry. I'm only talking about Draymond. Hey, like I said about Draymond, dog. Draymond, a lot of Dub Nation fans have told me Draymond's the greatest defender of all time. A lot of people told me that Draymond is, he is actually superior to Barkley because he has rings, and I'm like anywhere else, bro. I don't give the guy that's riding in the Bentley credit. I give the cat that's driving the Bentley credit, bro. If every time I see you in somebody else's car, I see you sitting shotgun in the Ferrari. You're sitting shotgun in the Lambo. You're sitting shotgun in the Range Rover. You're sitting shotgun in the Rolls Royce truck, in the Cullinan. I see you every time I see you riding shotgun in somebody else's whip. I don't think you balling. I think your homie's balling. And that's what I do with Draymond. You don't get to ride on the jet and you ain't paying the fare. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to ride with the girls and you ain't dating none of them. I pay attention, dog. I don't give props out to cats like that. I know a whole bunch of dudes that are around the bag. They're around the bag all the time. Draymond is around the team that's winning. I mean, he's on the team. I mean, he's contributing somewhat, but it's not like you're looking at the dude who's actually, like Barkley always said, who's driving the bus. That's what he means. When you've seen Charles talk and you've seen Shaq talk and you've seen Kenny talk, 2 of those guys on that panel have won championships. Shaq and Kenny. But Kenny was not driving the bus on his championships. He was riding the bus. Barkley was driving his. That's why Shaq always give Barkley props. But until Barkley starts going 2 past his level, then he says, hey, well, you ain't never won nothing. But Shaq understands that Barkley was at least the best player on his team. Every team he was on. Every team Barkley was on until he went to Houston and when he got hurt. He was the best player on his team. Tell me when Draymond Green has ever been the best player on his team, bro. Never. He's not the first best player on his team. He's not the second best player on his team. Okay? That negates everything. Like I said, have them switch spots. You put Barkley in his prime on the Warriors. You put Draymond in his prime on Barkley's teams. And we see who is doing what. That's the way I look at it, bro. I don't give that dude a pass, man. Okay? Lois says, I'm speaking on Curry, bro. I know you're speaking on Curry, man, but there's nothing to talk about Curry. Curry's the man. There's nothing to talk about Curry. Curry's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. We don't have no discussion with Curry. I just keep bringing up Draymond, man, because I be hearing a lot about him. Okay? Bro says, that's like saying Allen Iverson had the best squad and couldn't win a championship, but Iverson never quit on his team. That ain't true. That ain't true, man. Iverson did quit on his team. Why you think he got traded to the Nuggets? Allen Iverson quit on the Sixers, man. That's why Larry Brown traded him to the Nuggets. You remember? Practice. You're talking about practice? Practice? Remember that? Do you remember that? That next season, Larry Brown shipped him out of there because Allen Iverson was coming late to practice. Allen Iverson was missing meetings. Allen Iverson wasn't doing this. He wasn't doing that. He was taking personal days. He was doing all of that. We love Allen Iverson, man, but he did quit on the Sixers the first time. He got traded. He got traded to the Nuggets because he quit on his team. He stopped doing what he was doing. So that ain't true. We can keep going. Unknown Raider guy says, do you think Draymond will beat Golden State after this season? Yeah. Yep. Because Draymond has $100 million deal, bro. Okay. Loyal to the source, love garbage. He's all hype. Couldn't even win with Cleveland the first time around. Won the second time around, though. Won the second time around. When he went back. See, I love this. Tell your boy Kevin Durant to go back to OKC and win a championship since he didn't win the first one. Like I said, man, you guys respect the person who got shot. I respect the shooter. I respect who's shooting the gun. I don't respect who's getting shot. Okay? Kevin Durant has to go back to OKC to win a ring to even be in the same stratosphere as LeBron. LeBron didn't win the first time. He left, went somewhere else, learned how to win, came back, gave him a chip, came to the West Coast, gave them a chip. Kevin Durant has to go back to OKC, win them one. Then he has to win one where he's at to even be on the same level. But like I said, man, you guys hate LeBron James so much you can't even like really, you can't really diagnose what I'm saying, man, because you have so much dislike for one guy. I don't care who you like. It don't matter to me. But like I said, you don't get to talk about one guy and not talk about the other guy, bro. Especially when the other guy redeemed himself, man. He went back and said, you know what? I didn't win nothing for you guys. Let me come back and fix that shit. Tell KD to go back to OKC and do that. He's never playing for OKC again. Never happening, bro. Plus, he's not winning where he is. Not the same guy, man. They're not the same. Okay. Daniel said, true that. Okay. Daniel said, too busy hiding behind fake accounts. Yeah, he has a whole bunch of burner accounts, bro. Okay. Loyal to the soul said, my opinion, bro. That's how I feel about it. Remember, Curry, Thompson, Draymond weren't even a name. Start players coming out of college. People say that because their team won a championship. I'm not trying to go against your opinion, Loyal to the soil. I'm just saying that I have this discussion with all my friends all the time, bro. Like everybody I know says exactly what you said, man. Dub Nation fans all have the same argument. My father's Dub Nation. My brother's Dub Nation. My business partner's Dub Nation. All my people are Dub Nation. I'm from the Bay, dog. I'm from the Yay. That's all I hear is this and that all the time. Plus, I live in LA. So I got to hear all about the Lakers and all about what LeBron did and all about this and all. That's all I talk about all day, dogs. That's why I know how to. That's how I know how to come at. That's how I know how to come at this discussion. Because I'm talking about the same stuff all the time to the many people who I'm related to and in business with. All talk the same thing. And I'm like, bro. And ladies, stop bringing up one man's name. You got to bring up more people. Oh, well, the garbage, this, the flop, this. I don't care about none of those nicknames, dog. That don't mean nothing to me. Get to the facts. One guy has won a championship for every team he ever played on, and one guy left one team, went to another team, won two, and is over here not even making the playoffs, bro. And his name's never brought up. And guess what? Well, I hear that all the time. Well. It's nothing I can do for you guys, man. That's what you got, how you guys feel. Okay. Lord Till says, because only Utah would renew his contract. Facts. Bro says, I'm tired of people not giving Curry his props. Curry's royalty, loyalty. That's my argument. We agree, dog. We agree. I don't have no problem with Wardell, dog. I love Wardell's game. I love Wardell. I say that Wardell doesn't. The reason why, and I call him Wardell, and the reason why Wardell doesn't get his props, bro, is because Wardell is he is a average size guy. See, that's the thing. That's what makes Curry who he is, but that also is why he doesn't get his props. Okay, Curry is 6'3", man. I'm 6'2". He's an average sized guy. He's not a big dude, and he's not a guy that is like doing anything that is putting him in the lane that much. He goes in the lane when he has to, but he's just shooting so far back and he's just you don't have no way to guard the guy, and he makes it look so easy. He just doesn't get no proper respect. He just doesn't. But he wins this championship and he gets this MVP. Oh, everything's gonna change then. They win. He's gonna get the MVP, man. He's had 2 40-point games. He's gonna get the MVP if they win. But if they don't win, they're gonna say that the same thing they've been saying. Okay. Michael Magic says LeBron is overrated. Okay. Who else though? See, that's what I'm talking about. The one sentence in the one name. That's the thing that doesn't work. Who else though? Michael Magic said LeBron needed Wade. Who did KD need? No one ever brings that up though. See how easy to talk about one guy? Let's talk about all of them, but that doesn't happen. Only one guy gets the smoke. Everybody else doesn't get any smoke. I look at what KD as worse than what LeBron did. If you look at LeBron going to Wade, when they went down there, when LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and I'm glad we're having this discussion, man, because we're not arguing. We're just talking. When he went down there and played with Chris Bosh and all of them, do you know what Miami's record was when they went down there with Dwayne Wade? They weren't good. They didn't even make the playoffs. LeBron went to a team the year before, did not make the playoffs, and went to the NBA Finals that next season and lost the first time. Kevin Durant went to a 73-9 team who already had won 2 championships. And you're saying LeBron needed Wade? What did KD need? He needed Steph, Clay, Dre, and Steve Kerr. But that's never brought up. Okay. Diane says, on my plane now headed to Vegas, man. Hope you're on when I land, man. Hey, man, I'm be in Vegas, dog, in a couple of days, man. I'm taking my ass to sleep. It's already tomorrow over here. Okay. Michael Magic says Steph is dominating. Yes, he does. Michael Magic says year after year, Steph does it. Yes, he does. Texas Tar says Curry. Fire. Michael Magic said Draymond could barely shoot. But he's better than Barkley because he's got 3 wins and Barkley don't have anything. Have you noticed when he says, Kenny and Shaq, you can't let Barkley get away with that, man. He don't got no rings. You can't let him get away with that. I'm like, dude, you're not even 1/4 of a player Barkley was, bro. You're not even 1/4, bro. You go look back at the MVP votings to the years in the 80s. You look at 80. Barkley came in 84 with Jordan. You look at from 84 to 92, and you look at the MVP voting, and you'll see Barkley was second, third. All them years, man, with Bird and all them cats, he was always in the MVP voting. Somebody voted for him. You tell me Draymond scored 2 points tonight in the NBA Finals, and he scored 2 points the game before. That dude, man, like I said, he's a good defender, but he has brainwashed the entire Dub Nation to think that he's better than Barkley because he's won 3 rings. He not with me, he don't. Okay. Michael Magic said Barkley played in MJ era. He had no chance. But like I told my boy tonight, another cat from the Bay who called me when I was in the Uber coming back from Yankee Stadium, and he called me. So you Dub Nation fans, what you guys do. Now when y'all lost, I didn't hear shit. But when you won, yeah, man, yeah, you know the N-word. Yeah, man. Yeah, you see that? I said, dog, I'm at the Yankee Stadium, man, but I saw it on my phone. He's like, yeah, man, that's how we do it, man. Yeah, man. I'm like, dog. Even Jordan had to beat Barkley in 6 games. When they played the Suns, the Bulls had to win in 6, which means Barkley and them won too. You try to tell me that this Celtics team, if this Celtics team was to play the 80 or the 92 Bulls, they would win these two games? Man, they get swept. Like I said, man, Barkley, he doesn't get the respect, man, because he's fat now, and everyone thinks that they don't remember him as who he was, dog. Okay. Unknown Raider guy says, I believe Draymond will be gone and Thompson. I don't think Thompson's going anywhere. If I was Klay Thompson, the only team I'd play for would be the Lakers. And the reason why I'm saying that is because his father played for the Lakers, Michael Thompson. Michael Thompson played with the Showtime Lakers, won a championship in '88 against the Celtics. And and he's from the LA area. Well, actually, he's from that area. That would be the only team Klay would play for. Klay's probably going to be a lifetime Warrior. Steph's going to be a lifetime Warrior, and Draymond's going to be a lifetime Warrior, dog. These guys are not going anywhere. Draymond's not going anywhere, dog. Okay. Magic Mike said Klay Thompson opens things up for Curry. True. But you know who else opens things up for both of those guys? Draymond Green. Now I understand, man. I've been riding Draymond, but Draymond has his strong suits, and his strong suit is defense, and he's a hell of a passer. He's a great passer, man, and he knows how to break down a defense and dish it. I give him that. But on the scoring end, 2 points, bro. Come on, dog. Lordson says Allen Iverson wasn't getting no help, bro. Let's keep that 100. He never quit for a long time. But you said he never quit on his team, bro. That's the key. Yeah. Everything you said was right up until you said that Allen Iverson never quit on his team, because he did. And I love AI, bro. But AI, I tell you, he quit on his team. He just stopped caring, bro. He just said, hey, man, I'm tired of it. He didn't stick around, bro. He got traded. Okay. Michael Magic says, when Iverson played with a star like Melo in Denver, it didn't work out either. Tell him, Magic Mike. Tell him, bro. Like I said, man, some players, we love them, dog. We love them so much that it's what they call it. What do they call it? Revisionist history is what it's called, where you revise the history because you have an affinity for somebody. It's like talking about Muhammad Ali. This might be a little bit before you guys' time, but talk to your dad or your granddad or your uncles or the OGs in the hood. Talk to them. Most of us are going to say that Muhammad Ali was the greatest fighter of all time. We're going to say he's the greatest. We're not going to talk about when Larry Holmes beat the shit out of him. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about at the end of his career when he looked like a shell of himself. We're not going to talk about him losing to Leon Spinks, who only had like 2 fights. We're not going to talk about that because we don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about the Ali that lost to Leon Spinks. We don't want to talk about the Ali that lost to Larry Holmes. We're only going to talk about the Ali that fought Frazier 3 times, and we're going to talk about the Ali that beat Sonny Liston. We're going to talk about the Ali that beat George Foreman. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about Jordan when he played for the Wizards. We're not talking about Jordan who played for the Wizards for 2 years and never made the playoffs. That's not going to be discussed at all because Jordan is the GOAT. We're only going to talk about what happened when he played on the Bulls. See, that's the difference. We're not bringing up that. Okay? So that's the point. That's my point. Okay, Lord Tibble says Iverson was too old, bro. No, he wasn't. When Allen Iverson got traded, he was like 30. He wasn't old. He was like 30, man. Maybe 29, 28, 29 years old. Okay? He wasn't that old when he got traded to Denver. All right? He was still an MVP the year before. He was in the NBA All-Star game the year before. Come on, you guys, man. Come on, man. Come on. He was a starter in the All-Star game the season before he got traded. Come on. He was one of the best players in the National Basketball Association. That's not true, you guys, man. Come on, man. I know I'm supposed to be on here really like making people feel good about themselves and not really be how I am. But hey, man, you guys got all these other channels on there. There's a lot of people on YouTube that's going to agree with you, man. I'm just stating facts. Allen Iverson wasn't that old, bruh. Okay. Magic Mike says Poole can take over Thompson's spot. Clay is losing his rhythm, aka his touch. Here's the problem with Jordan Poole. Like I said, loyal to the soil, man. You're loyal to the soil, so I know you from the Bay, dog. That's E40. I can already tell by your handle where you from, bro. I can already tell how you talking. Here's what's up, bro. Because I'm from the Bay too, man. So I know how to talk the way you talk, and I understand where you're coming from, man. So don't take this as me coming at you or anything like that. I'm from the same soil you're from, homie. Okay, so I understand where you're going with it. Here's the problem with Jordan Poole, and it's what I've been telling the homies, man. When they tell me Jordan Poole's the next splash, brother, it's what I say. I was buying into the Jordan Poole being the next splash, brother, until the finals started. When the finals started, Jordan Poole was not hitting any shots when they needed to be hit. All during the playoffs, he was hitting shots when everybody was cold and they needed somebody to start scoring. Jordan Poole was that guy. I'm thinking, Jordan Poole, man, this cat is looking like he's going to take somebody's slot. Until the finals. Every shot that this guy has shot or he's made has not changed the complexity of the game at all. He either hits a shot when they're behind and it's not closing a gap, or he's shooting a shot and hitting a shot when they have a lead. He's not hitting anything that's changing the course of the game. Okay, like they need a shot to go up in the third quarter, and he hits that shot or something like that. Nah, he don't hit them shots, bro. That's why I don't think that he's going to be able to take over for Clay. Clay only played 6 months on the injury. Okay, Clay has only been back a half a season. Clay had 18 tonight. I wouldn't hang my hat up on Clay yet, but Jordan Poole is not the guy yet. He's still a young dude. He has a tremendous upper side, but like I said before, that guy has yet to hit a meaningful three-pointer. He hasn't hit a meaningful shot in the entire series. He's either, like I said, he's either been a part of a run to get them back into the game, or he was hitting shots like when he hit that half-court shot. Golden State was already winning by like 10 already. So that's why I don't buy into him at this point. Okay. Lord to the Source says you just did about Iverson playing with Melo. Okay. Lord said never personal, bro. Yeah, salute to that, man. That's what I like, man. It's never that. Lord to the Source says Poole problem. He hogged the ball too much. He's still young and learning. He comes from a D league, not college. Give him some props. I give him props, bro. But he's not going to take over for Klay Thompson. We understand, man. Jordan Poole was a steal. Jordan Poole is a player who got it out the mud. We understand that, dog. He got it out the mud. He gets respect for getting it out the mud. Just like Gary Payton, too, got it out the mud. Okay? Even though his dad is Gary Payton, GP2 got it out the mud. He was on them hot-ass buses playing in them raggedy-ass leagues, okay? But just because Jordan Poole makes a couple of three-pointers doesn't mean that he's going to take over for Klay Thompson. He does hog the ball a lot, but the thing is he got the green light from Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr gave him the green light. It's the same reason why a lot of Dub Nation cats has me, hey, man, if all Dre has to do, Draymond stop shooting three-pointers. That's all. If Draymond stopped shooting three-pointers, we'd be straight. And I'm like, do you know why Draymond's shooting three-pointers and bricking the shit out of him? Because Steve Kerr is rewarding him for defense. Rewarding him. That's what's going on. He's like, dude, you doing all of this, man. We'll let you shoot a three every week when you want to. Just don't get crazy with it. You ever see Steve Kerr yell at Draymond for shooting a crappy-ass three? Never. Because Draymond is busting his ass on defense. Draymond is out there keeping the attitude together, keeping the glue going, motivating the dudes, working the referees like he does, getting away with everything that he can get away with. So Steve Kerr says let him shoot a three, man. If they're gonna lead him open, let him shoot a three every once in a while, because he's out there earning it. It's like having the big man who runs back on defense, and then on a fast break, you don't give him the ball. You don't what they call a trailer. When we be running the break, man, and we see the big man hustling, I come up the court because I was playing guard. I be trailer. I'd say trailer, which means that I'm going to pass the ball to the big man because the big man has been running up and down the court, and we want to reward him for running up and down the court, dog. Whether or not he missed the layup or not, at least coach be like, "Why you do that?" I say, "Man, big man been running, man. Give him a chance to make this bunny layup, and if you miss this bunny layup on the next fast break, he ain't getting it." So that's what it is, dog. That's what's going on with Draymond, dog. He plays hellified defense, though. I give him that. Okay.
Stop.
Unknown Raider guy says that's true.
Go to sleep.
Lord to the Source said GP2 is the game. Yes, he is. Unknown Raider guy says Poole has a lot to learn. Agree, brother. And understand when I'm saying it, I'm not saying it from a position of hate. I'm saying it from a position of facts. Jordan Poole has a huge upside, but he's very undisciplined in his shot selection. He's not disciplined in his shot selection. A lot of times he's rushing a shot, or he's like, it's my turn to shoot. That's the problem with Jordan Poole. He thinks it's his turn. That he plays like that. Clay doesn't play like it's my turn to shoot. And the greatest shooter of all time, who has the ultimate green light. You see that Curry doesn't shoot every time he has the ball? He doesn't do that. The dude who has the ultimate green light doesn't shoot every time he has the ball, because Steph is like, I'm gonna get mine. Let me get Dre involved. Let me get Clay involved. Let me get Wiggins involved. Let me get Louis involved. Let me get Otto Porter involved. Let me get some of these bench guys involved. Andre's coming in. Let me get him involved. That's why Steph is the man. He doesn't need to hog the basketball. He doesn't need to hog the basketball to score 43 points. He doesn't. Okay? Your boy Jordan Poole doesn't even score double figures unless he's shooting at least 10 shots. Look at the box score. Jordan Poole has to shoot at least 10 shots to get 10 points. He's a bad boy, though. He's a bad boy. But he needs to be disciplined, man. He needs to learn how to play without the basketball. He needs to learn it ain't your turn to shoot. Even Wiggins don't do that, dog. Wiggins plays within the confines of the offense. Wiggins will play. He gets open shots. That's what Wiggins do. He puts himself in a position to get an open shot. He doesn't hog the basketball. I've seen Jordan Poole get the ball at the top of the key, go to the elbow, act like he's penetrating, dribble out, and shoot a fadeaway. I'm like, dude, go to the basket. Go to the basket, Jordan. You done already passed your defender. Go to the rack. He's like, nah, dog, I need to shoot. I need to shoot a Dirk Nowitzki one-legged fadeaway right here. You know, I need to shoot a Dirk Nowitzki one-legged fadeaway here. Like, that's a bad shot. But he is gonna be a guy who's gonna be a problem, dog. Soon as he gets disciplined, soon as he understands this is not the D League, he plays for the Warriors, he's playing for a team that has a pedigree, he's gonna learn how to play within the confines of an offense. He's gonna be fine, you guys. Okay? I'm gonna be shutting it down pretty soon, and my son's telling me it's time for me to read him a story and put him to sleep. Lord to the Source, my problem with point players want to expect from Wiggins. Wiggins' game is inconsistent, and you're 100% about Poole. He tries too hard. One thing about Wiggins, man, you got to understand, Wiggins got traded in the D'Angelo Russell trade. Remember that? See, Golden State's not even my team, but I know, but I know everything that I need to know. You guys traded D'Angelo Russell, and D'Angelo Russell got traded to get Wiggins. You guys got Wiggins from D'Angelo Russell. Wiggins did the same thing when he was in Cleveland. Okay? And the thing about Wiggins is that Wiggins is limited in his style of play, but he's not detrimental. He's not a guy who's going to cost you any wins or losses because he's not playing to the caliber where his game is going to win or lose anything for Golden State. When Wiggins plays well or doesn't play well, he never has the outcome of the game in his hands. He never does that. He's a guy who plays well and or doesn't play well, it doesn't affect the outcome. Jordan Poole's a different guy because Jordan Poole's shot selection is horrible. But he'll make shots though. But when he makes it, do you see his face? When he makes a shot, he's really feeling himself, dog. Which is cool. But come on, Dan. Come on, dog. How dope do you think you are when you got those two guys on your team? It's like Jordan Poole really thinks that he's on that level, dog, which is probably how he got into this position. But until he learns better shot selection out by Steph, he's gonna be a problem. But he's young, man, and he doesn't cost a lot of money. Jordan Poole has not gotten paid yet. Keep that dude. He doesn't cost anything, bro. He is on a rookie contract right now. Keep him. But when it comes time to pay him, when he gets there in a couple of years, when it's time to pay him, got to make a decision. Joe Lacob and Steve Kerr got to decide, like, hey man, are we gonna get this guy a max deal? Are you guys, Dub Nation? Before I go, are you guys willing to give Jordan Poole a max deal? That's the key. That's how it's gonna be to see how much you guys really like him, bro. When it's time to pay his ass, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Okay, son, you ready to go to sleep? He's like laying on me, trying to get him to go to sleep. I'm gonna have to go pretty soon, you guys. All right, let me see what else you guys got going on in here. Bernard Wallace said facts, man. Lord Tiller says you got a handsome little boy, blessing. Yeah, he turned 2 yesterday, man. This dude's gonna be killing him now. I told his mom he gonna be having girls lined up at the door, dog. I'm gonna be like, hey, I need to see your report card. I need to see the whole facts. I'm not playing, man. My son's not getting caught up, man. But that clear. Hey. But yeah, man, I'm blessed, man. Look at that boy's face. He's already killing him, dog. He's already killing him already. All right. A few more questions, you guys. Lloyd the Source says, nah, he got to prove himself. He does, man, but Jordan Poole's not going nowhere. Nowhere. He is a warrior until further notice. Yes, son. Ready to go to bed, son? All right, man. Let me see if a couple more questions. Lloyd Source says, right. Hey, man, appreciate you guys, man. Jay Raider, man, salute, man. Thank you for the super chat, man. You guys, man, I'm trying to build this. I'm not trying. I am. I'm building a platform for us to come over here and do something different. All these YouTube people, man, yeah, they got a lot of followers. They're doing the thug thizzle. But we're building the right people, you guys, man. We're going to come over here, and when football season comes, we're going to talk. Everybody, I appreciate everybody. It's never personal as long as we talking, like we talking respectfully, and we can have difference of opinion. But, hey, man, I'll be coming in. I'll be in Vegas on Monday, and we'll be talking about the game on Monday, man. But I'll come in tomorrow and check on y'all. All right, man, love all y'all out there, man. From New York City, Matthew Shack Unfiltered.